Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day of course engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much underway now. He's having a shot! And it's a goal! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Simplicity itself.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the shot! And he makes no mistake! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 9 minutes is number 13.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
It's a really well-measured ball. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Yamakawa. He's got away. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Threads one in. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Inui. Yamakawa. And here's Inui. He's shifting through the gears here. Delivered in. Cleared away. He's having a hit! It's bounced back off the post. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Osako.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Inui. And here's Osako. It's a pretty loose pass. And he shoots! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
A good play on the left-hand side here. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. That has not gone well. Yamakawa. Inui. Yamakawa. Oh, that's fabulous. Space for him to turn and look. Driven in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking to play him in. That's a shade optimistic. He's a sharp little ball here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Inui. And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Hello everybody.
So your views on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Vissel Kobe kick off the second half.
Vissel Kobe clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Not the most accurate pass. Distributed tidily. Looking for options for movement. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Now there's a decent chance! And that's a tidy finish! And they're back in front! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Number 14.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Looking for the run. Can he latch on to this? He's picked his way through. No, he's not getting past him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just about within shooting range. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Now this could be a chance, and he's worked it through. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Agato. Vissel Kobe have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Oh, given away. And he's decided to go for it. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's had a shot! And it's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next...
Oh, good effort! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Substitution on the field. Number 8. Coming on the field is number 10.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's been intercepted. Who saw this coming? Vissel Kobe have come back from the very brink. Pass is just off target.
Kawasaki Frontal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Referee has just said play on. Can he get it through? He is through here. Goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away. Into the lead once more. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Number 9.
Kawasaki Frontale leading now. Shoots!
Number 38.
And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's put paid to the danger. Oh, what has happened? And the shot! Well, there's the clearance. Nagato. Deep into stoppage time. But that signals the very end. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling.
I think in Puskás we have someone who you can call the world's first international sports star. He was a man so prolific.
Chance, surely! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
De Bruyne ventures forward. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's a smashing touch to get him away. He's having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Carlos is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from.
Oh, great leap! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Mbappe. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That looks a cracking ball. He's beaten the last man. Juke! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Spain have fired themselves in front. Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And that's a tidy finish! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Bellingham running with the ball. And that's been won straight back. Bullet. Approaching the half-hour mark. He is through here! They want to be quick to recover this. And that is well cleared. Messi. And Messi! Oh, that is outstanding! About as smooth as it gets. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times.
He's had a shot! And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Yamal. Now that looks a decent ball. Saliba. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe getting forward. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe has it in a wide position. That's a sharp pass. Cannavaro pulls off a Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy.
Today, everybody, to make
The
sure
midway
to
point of the
anything
game.
in bins
I've been left
provided.
almost breathless
Thank you
here,
for your
Peter.
cooperation.
This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Argentina are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. We're on the move again. That's been cut out, well played. He's got away. And a chance! And that's a good finish. And that was his 20th goal for this team. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game.
Bellingham! It's hit the upright. And he's heaved it away. And it's De Bruyne.
Oh, great feat that.
There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Spain have their second corner now. Keeper has taken decisive action. And the shot! Oh, good finish! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Just 1 in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Tries from distance. Oh, Red, nice interception. Has a look and plays it forward. He's found a way past. He's shifting through the gears here. Goes for a shot! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Argentina go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in...
It's Neymar!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Michael can so cleverly bypass the press. Looking for options for movement. Good read, needed to be. Looking for the run. Costa Corta.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe! He's picked his way through. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe! No, he couldn't get hold of it.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Well, that pass isn't the best. The final 5 minutes. It's a promising position. He has found the way. Neymar! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Puskás. Oh no, what has happened here? Puskos. Real chance! That's going to go a long way. That's at the end. Argentina have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
With the father of a boy in a yellow
What a
t-shirt
turnaround.
trying to make his
Victory
way
from the
to
jaws of
information
defeat.
centre.
Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Argentina.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle.
Yeah, the very epitome of competitiveness and relentlessness. I mean, he's a real menace in every sense of the word. If you're on the ball, he'll chase you to the ends of the earth and back. I'm going to say only nice things about him for fear.
Platini!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
That's a throw. It's a searching pass. Out of play for a goal kick. Dembele picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution... Oh, terrible pass. Argentina yet to have an attempt on goal. Wriggles his way through. Platini will not want to lose out here. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Long ball upfield. Now, what about a counter-attack? Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Bullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nice looking ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Gattuso. Luis Suarez. Plays a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and one more try! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! Pele at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
28 minutes is number 11.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want...
It's Luis Suarez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, that's fabulous!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Ibrahimovic. The ball has bounced loose now. Bergamo. And he's being shifted off it. Mbappe!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Messi. Now that's a fine challenge. And he's heaved it away. Threads one in. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He is through here. Skillfully cut out. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Argentina unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Messi, and he's managed to get free. Messi! Well, that is rather wayward.
Messi clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now it's Pelé. Can he get it through? Van der Sar gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Oh, facing up, he's going for goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Looking for options for movement. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, off the bar! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Dembele getting forward. Luis Suarez. Lovely, now then. Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Milan have their second corner now. That's the keeper's ball. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Time and again they are repelled. Thuram. Oh, that's ambitious. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Messi. Yamal wants to run onto this.
There will be 3 minutes
Rijkaard.
added time.
Platini, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's got away. Getting up there! Oh, and the referee says that is it.